Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final match of week number 5. This is the second game of the night. The first game was the Tide taking on the Waves, and the Tide were beaten in a reverse sweep in 5 by the Waves. So the Waves are now second place, and the Tide fall to third. We're gonna get through this intro pretty quickly. If you missed the registration one, go look at the most recent video, which is the Waves and Tide match, if you want some more details about Season 2. So I'm going to get through this pretty quickly. Standings, the only thing that should be swapped here is the Waves and the Tide should be swapped. Everything else is the same. The Abyss will be taking on the Fangs, so the winner of this match will jump to the 4 seed and into a playoff spot. So this is a pretty big game for both teams. Once again, the stats, the only thing that really changed was me and Sync swapped. Nothing new here. To go through the matches, we were having every player show up, which is awesome. For the Fangs, that's Greenspeed, Fireheel, and Paul, taking on, for the Abyss, Nate, Hi-Hi, and Infinite. Pretty important match. So I'm not going to waste time since these guys have been waiting for a while. So we're going to try to get this started as quick as possible, make sure everyone's all set, and we'll get going. Be back shortly.
Falling away as I'm searching for with a break of a day to follow away to you. 'Cause at the end of the day, I ain't looking for no reason to change. 'Cause everything is good for you. Baby, I can see.
Alright, here we go. Game 1 between the Fangs and the Abyss. The winner of this match will take the 4 seed and earn themselves a playoff spot. We are just waiting on everyone to join. Gotta just try to figure out who's not ready yet. Alright, there we go. Alright, game 1, winner takes 4 seed and enters the playoff spot. Hi-Hi wins kickoff. Green, not able to get a touch. Played remarkable in the game against the Tide literally 10 minutes ago. Gets a 50. Nate's there to clear. Nate is up. Gets past Fire. Gets past Paul as well, but Green is there to clear. Green takes it off the backboard, trying to get a double. Not able to. Fire off the backboard. Pressure early from the Fangs. Infinite clears it up. Here's Paul. Plays it to the corner. 4 of these 6 players just played in a match 10 minutes ago. And one of them who didn't was Fire. And what a save by Nate. And those are the 2 players that didn't play. Oh, sorry, 3 players. There's 2 of the 3. So Infinite, Greenspeed, and Hi-Hi all played in the previous match. So they've got they're warmed up already. While the other 3 got to find their groove early. Here's Green. Takes up the wall. The shot. Saved by Hi-Hi once again. Fire. Keeps it in. Fangs with so much pressure on the Abyss early. Nate pops up. Tries to go to Infinite, but Infinite doesn't jump. Paul keeps it. Green can't get the read. That should be the pressure relief for the Abyss. Nate passed to Infinite. Infinite gets a 50 on Fire. Hi-Hi's up. Plays it down the wall. Paul to the corner. Nate passes off the wall. Unfortunate touch towards the Fangs net, but it's cleared out. Here's Fire. Fire just has one man to beat. Shot is on, but Hi-Hi is there to clear. Fire takes exception and demos Hi-Hi for it. Here's Nate. Good pinch. Green keeps it in. Green gets over one. The shot. Green Speed continues his dominance in this league, earning the first goal for the Fangs. Just beats Infinite and Hi. Green has just been everywhere. Every game he's been a part of. 3-13. Kickoff won by the Abyss, but it goes right to Fire. Here's Nate. Gets a touch up. Nate gets a touch down. Nate tries to beat all three, but Green rejects it. Hi booms it down the field, giving time for Firehill to get some boost and recover. Nate is able to steal. Paul to Infinite. Here's Infinite. Double commit by the Fangs. And here's Paul with the shot. Nate's there to save. Followed by Fire. It's down to Infinite. Infinite's going to follow. Greenspeed beats Infinite. Greenspeed's up again. Beats two. Can Greenspeed beat the third? The shot bottom left. Yes, he can. And the Fangs take a 2-0 lead. Greenspeed just taking over in every game he plays. Just beats all three of the Abyss. Early lead for the Fangs in game one. Kickoff's one. Here's Greenspeed. Can't get one. Fire. Hits off the right wall. Green with the shot. He whiffs the shot. A rare miss from Green. Paul tries to place it top left. That goes wide. High 50s Green. Nate is up. Nate gets around one. Open net at the moment. Can Paul make a play? Yes, he can. Infinite with the rebound. And that's cleared by Green. Strong defense from the Fangs. Abyss trying to put some pressure on. They're starting to. Here's Nate. Fire tries to clear. Infinite with the shot. Saved by Paul. Hi bumps Fire. Or other way around. Fire bumps Hi. Hi gets a save on Green. Pass mid. Fangs have an opportunity. That's cleared by the Abyss. Here's Hi. Hi one to beat. Fakes out Green. That's a pass mid. Anyone home? Paul is there to clear. Minute 30 left. Fangs up 2 in game 1. Fire. Plays it to the right wall. Nate's going to follow. Nate is up. Can't get a clean touch. Green's there to clear. Infinite gets 50 by Fire, and Green is up. Gets a touch. Can he get the double? Nate's there to clear. Shots on. Rebound. Paul places it top left. Fangs take a 3-0 lead. Good pass by Fire to keep the pressure. Forces Nate on a tough touch, and Paul places it top left corner. 3-0 Fangs. Minute 13. Fangs have had full control of this game. Trying to carry that momentum into game 2. Here's Fire. Nate with the save. It's an awkward touch for Fire. He pops it up to himself, but Green's there to take it off him. Hi. Tries to pass mid. Fire touches it down. Shot by Infinite off the left wall. Rebound Hi. That goes over the bar. Hi. Tries to follow, but Greenspeed's there. Hi keeps it. Awkward for the Fangs, but Greenspeed with another save. Fire can't clear. Nate backflips. That's the Hi. Hi off the wall. Nate with the shot. Open net. It's going to trickle, but Green's there to save. Fangs holding on for dear life with 30 seconds left. And that shot is over, and Paul gets the goal for the Fangs. Nate just tried to keep the pressure, but Paul booms it, and Hi can't get the touch. Fangs dominating game 1. 28 seconds. Abyss just got to try to find some momentum before game 2. Green hits it to Fire. Nate pops it up. Here's Infinite. Gets a 50. Green's there to win it. It's up. Paul bumps Hi. Fire has some time. Green takes it off him. Tries to pass mid. Can't get a touch. All 3 missed from the surge, but Green is able to recover with no boost. 2 seconds left, and the Fangs are going to take game 1 in an impressive fashion. Unless the Abyss can try to get one more with 0 seconds for pride. Or it will be the other way around. Green can't score. And it's a 4-0 win for the Fangs in game 1. Just make sure of something. Yes. Okay. Fangs just had all the pressure that first game. Abyss just got to find some momentum. Get the first goal. Here we go. Game 2. Fangs up 1. Kickoff's won by the Abyss. Here's Paul. Touches it down. Can't get a touch. Here's Green. Plays it to the left wall. Nate. Can't get a clean touch. High. Plays it to Nate. Nate off the corner. This would be a pass mid for the Abyss. Fires there to clear. High keeps it in. High. Awkward touch for Green. Infinite gets a shot. Saved by Greenspeed. Fire. Gets to clear. Green pops it up. It's pretty similar play to what we just saw. Green can't pass anybody. Here's Nate. Gets around 1. Tries to 52, but fires there to keep it. Fire. Can't get a clear. Backflips. Here's Nate. 50 by fire. Paul. Hits it off the left wall. Here's Green. Flicks 2. Awkward play for the Abyss. Paul is 50'd by Nate, and Nate's able to clear. High. Plays it to the right wall. Infinite's going to follow. Paul. Able to get a touch. Nate's up. 50's high. That's a pass mid. Green recovers quickly. Green going to try to get a second touch. Fire takes the ball off him. Fire pass mid. 3 misses from the Abyss. Shot by Paul. Saved by Infinite. Big save. To keep it a 0-0 game. 3:30 left. Fangs up 1 in the series. The winner of this game will take the 4 seed in the league. Nate pops up. Saved by Fire. Paul tries to pass to Green. That's blocked. Green still able to get a touch though. Nate gets around 1 but gets demoed by Paul. Fire. Off the wall. That goes right to Infinite. Infinite can't get a clean touch. High gets bumped. Fire. Pops it straight up. Nate able to stall some time for the Abyss to get back. Fire. Can't get a good touch. High gets demo on Fire. Infinite to High. High to Nate. Some passing by the Abyss. Nate's going to take his time. Gets a flick over Green. Nate's going to try to pass mid. Can't get a touch. Fires there to clear. High off the left wall. Green's up. Able to hit it off the left wall once again. Paul gets blocked by Nate. A pre-jump by Nate. High pass mid. Green hit almost own goals, but is able to keep it out. Green places in the middle of the field. Defensive-minded game early. 0-0 with 2:15 left. Here's High. Straight down. Green's there to clear the shot. Nate gets the save. Nate touches it back. Double commit from the Fangs. A little awkward. Infinite's there to clear with no boost. High's going to follow. Paul gets the touch. Stalling some time. High. Pass mid. Anyone home for the Abyss? No. High. Hits it off the right wall. Paul clears. Green is up. Good pass by Paul to Greenspeed. What a passing play by the Fangs. 1-0. Unbelievable pass by Paul. They call him Passer Paul for a reason. Minute 46. Fangs up 1 and up 1 in the series. Here's Green. Can't get a touch. Fire follows. Green's up again. Pass mid. Infinite's there to save. Infinite tries to clear. Green's going to cut off. The shot off the backboard. Any rebound? No. High's there to clear. Fire pops up. He's going to try to follow. High clears. Paul gets a shot. Bottom left corner. What a shot by Paul. 2-0 Fangs. A dominant showing from the Fangs the first 2 games. And Paul just finding every corner. The Fangs in the series currently up 6-0. Abyss have not scored yet. And that is the commentator's curse. High gets the first goal for the Abyss. Off the kickoff. Good kickoff by Nate. And then High just beats Greenspeed. And we have a 1-goal game. Abyss get the first goal of the series. Minute 12. High wins another kickoff. Here's Paul. Green demos High. Green's going to try to follow. Awkward bounce. Nate's able to try to 50, but Fire gets to clear. Here's High. Minute left. Fangs up 1. Nate off the right wall. Can't get the double. High is able to 50 though. High can't flick around 1. Nate keeps it. It's off the right wall. Fire tries to clear. Pass made by Fire to Green. Blocked by High. Paul can't get a good touch. Green passes mid. Infinite clears. 30 seconds left. Abyss trying to find one to force an OT in game 2. Here's Nate. Pinches, but Green reads it. That's going to go around the field. No pressure from the Abyss. Green pops up to Paul. Good touch by Paul. Saved by Nate. 10 seconds left. Infinite off the right wall. Trying to find a miracle with 5 seconds left. Infinite can't get the touch. Fire. 0 seconds left. Who's going to drop it? Or will it drop? Infinite tries to keep it up. Green drops it. And that is game. The Fangs take game 2 and go up 2-0 in the series. I mean, we've seen it before, literally 10 minutes ago. Anything can happen. There could be a reverse sweep. But the Abyss have got to find a way to score. The pressure the Fangs are putting on is becoming too much. Remaking server, I guess. Remake server, and this will be game number 3. If the Fangs win, they sweep the series and jump up to 4th in the standings. The Abyss trying to reverse sweep, just like the Waves did in the last game. Trying to recreate the Waves magic. Can they do it? Green pass mid. Nate's there to clear. Popped up. Fire has some time. Gonna try to catch. 50 by Infinite. Here's Green. Pops it straight up. He's going to try to follow. Green. No boost. Infinite's there to save. Fire with the shot. Blocked by Nate. Fire. Infinite's there to clear. Pops it straight up. Green keeps the pressure on. Once again, the Fangs with all the pressure early. High. To Fire. Blocked by Nate. Abyss gotta try to get some offense going. Here's Infinite. Off the backboard. Blocked by Green. High. Gets 50 by Green. And then Green 50s Nate. Wins both of them. Fire can't get the 50 on Nate. Paul with the shot. Open net. Infinite recovers and makes the save. Greenspeed's up to double. A squishy save by Nate. What a save. What a read by Nate. Double commit by Abyss. Abyss are starting to squirm. Green off the backboard. High's there to clear. Finally alleviate the pressure. Here's Fire. In the Fang zone. Infinite can't get a touch. Green's up. Green has time and space. Nate recovers and is able to clear. Nothing with 3:20 left in game 3. And Greenspeed taps it in to take the first goal of game 3. 1-0 Fangs. Paul with a great 50 and Greenspeed just an easy tap and no one back for the Abyss. Another lead and another first goal for the Fangs. 3:17. Fire to High. High is up. Fakes Paul, but Paul is onto it. Here's Nate. Pops it off the right wall. Double commit by Fangs, but Fire's going to follow. Pass mid. Green tries to pinch it straight down. Awkward play for Infinite, but what a save on Paul. Here's Nate. Bit low boost. Going to try a 50 Fire. That goes right to Infinite, but Green speed up again. Going to try to redirect. Nothing there. Nate gets the save. Green keeps it. Going to try a follow. No double. High's there to make the save. Paul. Past mid. Once again, Fangs with all the pressure. And Green gets another goal for the Fangs. 2-0. Just the passing back and forth was too much for the Abyss to handle. They just can't find their bearings. 2:28. Down 2. The Abyss are in trouble. They could get swept. Green gets beat by Hi. Hi's going to try to pass mid. Nate's there waiting. Paul gets a touch temporarily, and Green's there to clear. Fire to Green. Good passing play by the Fangs. Hi tries to stall time. What a save. No save credit to any of the Abyss players, but that is a team save by the Abyss. Hi clears. Paul can't get a touch. Here's Fire. Off the corner. Infinite tries to clear. It's kept in. It's over Nate. Hi booms it. Anyone back for the Abyss. Fire pinches it mid. Nate's there to clear. Nate is up. Tries to play a pass. Green with a great read. Here's Hi. Whiffs the ball, but Infinite is there to clear. Fire. Back and forth we go. Green with the pass to Fire. The shot goes off the post. Numbers for the Abyss. Can they execute? Off the crossbar by the Hi. Here's Green. Stolen by Nate. Minute left. Down 2. And Nate is able to make it a 1-goal game. 58 seconds left. Good pass by Hi. And Nate able to tap in. 1 goal back now. They need to push, or they're going to get swept. Kickoff won by the Fangs. Paul can't get the touchdown. Fire. It's pinched. Here's Infinite. Past mid. Hi's there to clear. Here's Paul. To Infinite. Infinite gonna try to shoot. Blocked by Green. Rebound. And Hi ties the game. 36 seconds left. What a play by Infinite. What a 50 by Infinite, and then Hi's there to tap in to tie the game. 36 seconds. The Abyss have made the comeback. Now they can they steal game 3? It's Green. 30 seconds left. Hi touches down. Fire with the shot. Green's up to double. Green off the post. Infinite's there to follow. Green's got some time. Pops it over Hi. Infinite booms it down the field. Gonna try to follow. Fire. Crazy pinch that goes mid. Green's there to clear. 7 seconds left. Are we going to OT in game 3? Fire. Off the wall. The shot goes wide and we're going to OT. Fangs win and they sweep and take the 4 seed. Abyss win and we go to game 4. Fire. The shot that goes off the right wall. Here's Nate. Gonna try to respond. Gets a block. Here's Green. To Fire. Fire off the right wall. He's gonna try to go up. Get a pass mid. Off the crossbar. Nate not able to get a clean touch. Green temporarily keeps it, but Nate booms it down to the corner. Awkward bounce for the Fangs. Green recovers nicely. Green's gonna try to get one more. Here's Hi. Booms it up the left wall. Steals the boost from Green. Fire. Pinches to save some time. And gets the clear. Nate credited with the save. Nate is up. Double commit by the Fangs. Are the Abyss able to take advantage of the double commit? Here's High. Beat out by Fire. Nate with the boom. Infinite. Pops it over one. Infinite gonna try to follow. High takes it. High. Versus Green Speed. Can't get it around Green. Green with the 50. Here's Fire. Doesn't get a clean touch. Paul hits in the middle of the field. Paul with a good 50. Gonna try to follow. Paul with the shot. That's blocked. Here's Nate. Pops it straight to the right side. Over to High. High. Gonna take the space that's given. Green. Not able to get a clean touch. But Fire's there to clear. And Green plays it up the left wall. Pass mid. Nate gets a touch. Stalls some time. High. Able to clear. We're a minute 45 into this game 3 overtime. Paul can't get a clean touch. Green. Infinite booms it. Pass Fire. Paul's the only one back. Low boost. Green pops it straight left. Nate demos Paul. Infinite can't get the shot, and Green booms it down the field. Awkward situation for the Abyss. Green pops it straight up. Squishy save by Nate once again. He's done it twice. Here's High. Straight down. Green pops it straight up. Green's going to try to follow. Can't get a play. Nate's there to clear. Fire. To Green. That's boomed down to the Fang zone. Nate. Up the wall. Tries to pass mid. No one from the Abyss is there. Fire. Gonna try to respond. A bump on Infinite. 2 bumps. And Fire Hill with the dagger. And the Fangs sweep the series. A double bump on the Abyss. Infinite gets bumped, and then the demo on, I believe, High. And the Fangs sweep the series. And just like that, the Fangs are now the 4 seed and hold the playoff spot at the moment, while the Abyss currently have to fight for one. Okay, replays are saved. We should be good. And just like that, that is all for week 5. Once again, the link for season 2 is in the chat, and I'll also post it on the YouTube. Make sure if you want to sign up for next season, you go there. And besides that, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in week 6. Good night.